Hello, America! It seems our favorite tweeter-in-chief just can't stay away from the spotlight. That's right, folks. Donald J. Trump is back with a bang, this time with a brand new tax reform plan that's got everyone talking. He's promising to put more money in your pocket and unleash the might of American businesses. Sounds amazing, right? Well, hold your horses, folks, because the devil, as always, is in the details. Now, Trump's plan is all about cutting taxes. Less money going to Uncle Sam, more money for you to spend on, well, whatever your heart desires. But before we break out the champagne and confetti cannons, we need to ask ourselves, is this tax plan all it's cracked up to be, or are we being sold a bill of goods? We'll examine who stands to gain the most, who might be left behind, and what it all means for the future of our country. Buckle up, America, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Now let's talk about this whole double taxation thing. Imagine this. You're a big American company selling your widgets all over the world. You make a profit in, say, France, and guess what? France wants its cut. Fair enough, right? They want their taxes. But then Uncle Sam comes knocking too, saying, hey, you're an American company, so pay up. That's double taxation, folks. Getting taxed twice on the same income. Ouch! Trump's plan aims to fix this by reducing or even eliminating taxes on foreign income earned by American companies. The idea is that this will make American businesses more competitive globally, encourage them to invest more back home, and maybe even create some jobs in the process. Sounds great on paper, right? But hold on a minute, the government needs money to function. So, if companies are paying less in taxes, where's that money going to come from? Trump's administration argues that the economic growth spurred by the tax cuts will make up for any lost revenue. Now let's talk about you, the average Joe and Jane. What does Trump's tax plan mean for your wallet? Well, the plan also includes tax cuts for individuals. We're talking lower taxes on wages, investments, even sales taxes. Sounds pretty sweet, right? More money in your pocket to spend on things you actually want, like, I don't know, avocado toast. The idea here is that these tax cuts will boost the economy by giving people more disposable income. When people have more money to spend, they tend to spend it, which stimulates businesses, creates jobs, and theoretically makes everyone better off. But here's the catch. Critics argue that these tax cuts will disproportionately benefit the wealthy, who already pay a lower effective tax rate than the rest of us. And remember those concerns about government revenue? Well, less money for the government could mean cuts to vital public services like education, healthcare, and social security. Is that a trade-off you're willing to make? Section 4. Big business gets a big break. Good news or the rich getting richer? Let's talk about the big winners in Trump's tax plan: corporations. And we're not talking about your friendly neighborhood mom and pop shops. We're talking about massive multinational corporations, the kind that make more money in a year than some small countries. These companies are already swimming in cash, but Trump's plan wants to give them an even bigger break. As we discussed, the plan aims to slash taxes on foreign income, which could save these corporations billions of dollars. Now proponents argue that this will lead to a surge in investment and job creation, but critics aren't convinced. They argue that there's no guarantee that these companies will actually reinvest their savings back into the economy. So, while Trump's plan might make a few CEOs very happy, it's not clear whether it will do much for the average American worker. Section 5. The price of lower taxes. Will public services pay the price? Now let's address the elephant in the room, the cost of these tax cuts. The government doesn't have a money tree hidden away somewhere, although if they do, I'd love to know about it. Every dollar the government spends has to come from somewhere, and tax revenue is a pretty big chunk of that. So if we're slashing taxes, how are we going to pay for everything else? Trump's administration claims that the economic growth generated by the tax cuts will offset any lost revenue. But as we've discussed, that's a big if. Critics worry that these tax cuts will blow a massive hole in the budget, leading to cuts in essential public services like education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Because at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and sooner or later the bill always comes due.